The size of your success is measured by the strength of your desire, the size of your dream, and how you handle disappointment along the way. The single most powerful asset we all have is our mind. If it is trained well, it can create enormous wealth in what seems to be an instant. The most successful people in life are the ones who ask questions. They're always learning. They're always growing. They're always pushing. The more you learn, the more you earn. The biggest challenge you have is to challenge your own self-doubt and your laziness. It is your self-doubt and your laziness that define and limit who you are. The greatest returns in life are not financial. They come from the emotional and spiritual well-being that comes from doing what you love. The philosophy of the rich and the poor is this. The rich invest their money and spend what is left. The poor spend their money and invest what is left. It's not what you say out of your mouth that determines your life. It's what you whisper to yourself that has the most power. The only way to permanently change the temperature in the room is to reset the thermostat. In the same way, the only way to change your level of financial success permanently is to reset your financial thermostat. But it is your choice whether you choose to change. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. Complaining about your current position in life is worthless. Have a spine and do something about it instead. The most successful people are those who are willing to do whatever it takes, no matter how uncomfortable or challenging, to create the life and results they truly desire. The only difference between a rich person and a poor person is how they use their time. The richest people in the world build networks. Everyone else is trained to look for work. If you're not a risk taker, you should get the hell out of business. The problem with having a job is that it gets in the way of getting rich. Sight is what you see with your eyes. Vision is what you see with your mind. The best way to predict your future is to create it. When people are lame, they love to blame. You're only poor if you give up. The most important thing is that you did something. Most people only talk and dream of getting rich. You've done something. The only limits to the possibilities in your life tomorrow are the buts you use today. Find a reason greater than reality. The power of spirit, a strong enough why will allow you to overcome any how. You cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. The size of your success is measured by the strength of your desire, the size of your dream, and how you handle disappointment along the way. When you know you're right, you don't care what others think. You know sooner or later it will come out in the wash. You will make some mistakes, but if you learn from those mistakes will become wisdom, and wisdom is essential to becoming wealthy. The ability to sell is the number one skill in business. If you can't sell, you won't be successful in business. I find so many people struggling, often working harder, simply because they cling to old ideas, outdated systems, and unhealthy habits. The best way to move forward is to let go of what's holding you back. The size of your success is measured by your willingness to persist in the face of adversity. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. If you want to go somewhere, it is best to find someone who has already been there. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is that successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. Don't let the fear of losing be greater than the excitement of winning. The more you give, the more you get. Your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. The best way to predict your future is to study the past or prognosticate the future by creating it. The world is filled with smart, talented, and educated people. What sets the successful ones apart is their ability to make things happen. It's not the smartest or the strongest who survive, but those who can adapt to change. In today's rapidly changing world, biggest risk you can take is not taking any risks. If you're not doing what you love, you're wasting your time. Don't be addicted to money. Work to learn. Don't work for money. Work for knowledge. If you want to be rich, you need to develop your vision. You must be standing on the edge of time, gazing into the future. Money is really just an idea. Rich people acquire assets. The poor and middle class acquire liabilities that they think are assets. The key to financial freedom and great wealth is a person's ability or skill to convert earned income into passive income and or portfolio income. The best investment you can make is in your own abilities. The only difference between a rich person and a poor person is how they use their time. There is no such thing as a mistake, only opportunities to learn. The world is full of opportunities, but they are not served up on a silver platter. It takes persistence, hard work, and continually investing in your education. To be successful, you have to be able to relate to people. They have to be satisfied with your personality, to be able to do business with you, and to build a relationship with mutual trust. The most successful people are those who are good at Plan B. You can have anything you want in life if you're willing to sacrifice everything else for it. The fear of losing money is not as important as the fear of losing the opportunity to make it. The biggest challenge you have is to challenge your own self-doubt and your laziness. It is your self-doubt and your laziness that define and limit who you are. The more I risk being rejected, the better my chances are of being accepted. If you're not a part of the solution, then you're a part of the problem. It's not the lack of resources, it's your lack of resourcefulness that stops you. It's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. Your income is directly related to your philosophy, not the economy. Financial freedom is available to those who learn about it and work for it. The more you learn, the more you earn. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Winners are not afraid of losing, but losers are. Failure is part of the process of success. People who avoid failure also avoid success. The best way to predict your future is to create it. The most successful people are those who are willing to do what others are not. When you know what you want and want it bad enough, you'll find a way to get it. The more successful you become, the less you will be liked, and that's okay. There's no such thing as a lack of time, only a lack of focus. The most successful people in life are those that take action. They make mistakes, but they don't quit. Sight is what you see with your eyes. Vision is what you see with your mind. I have a problem with too much money. I can't reinvest it fast enough, and because I reinvest it, more money comes in. Yes, the rich do get richer. You can't make someone love you, but you can be someone who can be loved. The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself that you can't achieve it. The moment you make passive income and portfolio income a part of your life becomes infinitely better. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Complaining about your current situation in life is worthless. Instead, take action to change it. The more you know about yourself, the more control you have over your life. The most successful people are those who are good at Plan B. The most life-changing aspect of investing is not the money you make, but the person you become in the process. When you realize that you are the problem, you can also realize that you are the solution. Success is not how much money you make, it's about the difference you make in people's lives. The size of your problems is nothing compared with your ability to solve them. Your income is determined by your philosophy, not the economy. The biggest challenge you have is to challenge your own self-doubt and your laziness. It is your self-doubt and your laziness that define and limit who you are. The most successful people in life are the ones who ask questions. They're always learning. They're always growing. They're always pushing. The richest people in the world build networks. Everyone else is trained to look for work. Most people are not really free. They are confined by the niche in the world that they carve out for themselves. They limit themselves to fewer possibilities by the narrowness of their vision. Money is just an idea. The way you make money is by creating value for other people. One of the great things about being willing to try new things and make mistakes is that making mistakes keeps you humble. People who are humble learn more than people who are arrogant. If you want to be successful, you have to take 100% responsibility for everything that you experience in your life. If you're not learning while you're earning, you're cheating yourself out of the better portion of your compensation. The most successful people are the ones who are constantly learning and growing. If you're not doing what you love, you're wasting your time. The fear of losing money is the biggest obstacle to making money. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is that successful people do things that unsuccessful people are not willing to do. The problem with school is that it teaches you to conform to society, not to think for yourself. Your financial plan should be focused on building long-term, sustainable wealth, not on getting rich quick. The key to success is not to focus on making money, but on creating value for others.